Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. To get your own very copy of Qasas Al-Nabiyīn Part 1, special edition which features extensive vocabulary, grammatical analysis, rhetorical elements, syntactical insights, Quranic linguistics, overview of verb patterns, diacritical mark reference tables, Hansware dictionary abbreviations, over 1000 word forms, then click in the link in the description below. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to the series Stories of the Prophets, Qasas Al-Nabiyīn, word-to-word translation. Story number 3. Nasihatu Ibrahim. Ibrahim alayhi salam's advice. So inshallah, let's get started. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Nasihatu Ibrahim. Advice of Ibrahim. So we have our first sentence. وَكَانَ إِبْرَاهِيمُ يَقُولُ لِوَالِدِهِ. So what means and? كَانَ we will translate here as used to, as it is followed by فِعْلٌ مُضَارِعٌ, an imperfect tense verb يَقُولُ, and it will change the meaning to past tense continuous. Ibrahim is Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. يَقُولُ means say, and it's used with the preposition li, so we'll translate the word li as to. Walid means father, and he means his. So how would you translate this first line? وَكَانَ إِبْرَاهِيمُ يَقُولُ لِوَالِدِهِ. And Ibrahim alayhi salam used to say to his father. Moving on to our next sentence. يَا أَبِي لِمَاذَا تَعْبُدُ هَذِهِ الْأَصْنَامَ. So ya means oh, ab means father, and the ya attached to it means my. So abi means my father. Limadha means why, it's used for questioning, and ta'budu means you worship. Hadihi we will translate here as these, as is indicating to the idols. And al-asnam means idols. So let's translate this part of the sentence. Ya abi, limadha ta'budu هذه الأصنام. O my father, why do you worship these idols? Moving on to our next sentence. وَيَا أَبِي لِمَاذَا تَسْجُدُ لِهَذِهِ الْأَصْنَامِ. So what means and? Ya means oh, ab means father, and the ya means my. So abi, my father. Limaza means why. Tasjudu, you prostrate. And again, the verb tasjudu is used with the preposition li and not a direct object. So we will translate the word li as to. Hadihi means these, is indicating and pointing at the idols. And al-asnam means idols. So let's translate this part of the sentence. وَيَا أَبِي لِمَاذَا تَسْجُدُ لِهَذِهِ الْأَصْنَامِ. And O my father, why do you prostrate to these idols? Moving on to our next sentence. وَيَا أَبِي لِمَاذَا تَسْأَلُ هَذِهِ الْأَصْنَامَ. So what means and? Ya means oh, ab means father, and the ya in abi means my. Limadha means why, and tas'alu means you ask. Hadihi means these, and al-asnam means idols. So inshallah, let's translate this sentence. وَيَا أَبِي لِمَاذَا تَسْأَلُ هَذِهِ الْأَصْنَامَ. And O my father, why do you ask from these idols? Moving on to our next sentence. إِنَّ هَذِهِ الْأَصْنَامَ لَا تَتَكَلَّمُ وَلَا تَسْمَعُ. So inna means surely, هذه means these, indicating to the idols. Al-asnama means idols, and la tatakallamu means do not speak. Wa means and la tasma'u means do not hear. So let's translate this sentence. إن هذه الأصنام لا تتكلم ولا تسمع. Surely these idols do not speak and do not hear. Moving on to our next sentence. وإن هذه الأصنام لا تضر ولا تنفع. So what means and? Inna means surely. هذه we will translate as these. And al-asnam means idols. لا تضر means do not harm. And wa means and. لا تنفع we will translate here as do not benefit. So let's translate this sentence. وإن هذه الأصنام لا تضر ولا تنفع. And surely these idols do not harm and do not benefit. Moving on to our next sentence. ولأي شيء تضع لها الطعام والشراب. So what means and? Li means for. A means which. And shay means thing. تضع means you place. La means for. And ha referring to the idols we will translate as them. At-ta'am means food, and wa means and ash-sharab means drink. So let's translate this sentence. وَلِأَيِّ شَيْءٍ تَضَعُ لَهَا الطَّعَامَ وَالشَّرَابَ. And for what reason do you place for them food and drink? So the word shay here we can translate as reason as well. Moving on to our next sentence. وَإِنَّ هَذِهِ الْأَصْنَامَ يَا أَبِي لَا تَأْكُلُ وَلَا تَشْرَبُ. So what means and? Inna means surely. هَذِهِ means these. And al-asnam means idols. Ya means oh. Ab means father. And the ya in abi means my. La ta'kulu, do not eat. What means and la tashrabu means do not drink. So let's translate inshallah this sentence. وَإِنَّ هَذِهِ الْأَصْنَامَ يَا أَبِي لَا تَأْكُلُ وَلَا تَشْرَبُ. And surely these idols, O my father, do not eat and do not drink. Moving on to our next sentence. وَكَانَ آزَرُ يَغْضَبُ وَلَا يَفْهَمُ. So what means and? Kana we will translate here as used to, as it is followed by يغضب, which is a future tense verb. However, it will change the meaning to past tense continuous. Azar is Azar, the father of Ibrahim alayhi salam, and يغضب means be angry. What means and la yafham means not understand. So how would you translate this sentence? وَكَانَ آزَرُ يَغْضَبُ وَلَا يَفْهَمُ. And Azar used to become angry and would not understand. Moving on to our next sentence. وَكَانَ إِبْرَاهِيمُ يَنْصَحُ لِقَوْمِهِ. So what means and? Kana again we will translate here as used to, as it is followed by yansahu, which is an imperfect verb, and it will change the meaning to past tense continuous. Ibrahim is Ibrahim alayhi salam, and yansahu means give advice. And it's used with the preposition li, not a direct object, so we will say li means to. Qawm means people, and he is a pronoun and it means his. So how would you translate this sentence? وَكَانَ إِبْرَاهِيمُ يَنْصَحُ لِقَوْمِهِ. And Ibrahim alayhi salam used to give advice to his people. Moving on to the next sentence. وَكَانَ النَّاسُ يَغْضَبُونَ وَلَا يَفْهَمُونَ. So what means and? Kana we will translate as used to, as it is followed by يغضبون, an imperfect tense verb. Therefore, you will change them into past tense continuous. الناس means people. يغضبون means be angry. Wa means and لا يفهمون means لا يفهمون means not understand. So how do you translate this sentence? وَكَانَ النَّاسُ يَغْضَبُونَ وَلَا يَفْهَمُونَ. And the people used to become angry and would not understand. Moving on to the next sentence. قال إبراهيم أنا أكسر الأصنام إذا ذهب الناس. قال means said. Ibrahim is Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. Ana means I. Aksiru means I'm going to break. So ana is stressing the pronoun in aksiru. So I am the one who is going to break. Al-asnam means idols. Idha means when. And dhahaba means go. And an-nas means people. So how do you translate this sentence? قال إبراهيم أنا أكسر الأصنام إذا ذهب الناس. Ibrahim alayhi salam said, I will break the idols when the people go. Moving on to the next sentence. وَحِينَئِذٍ يَفْهَمُ النَّاسُ. So what means and? حِينَئِذٍ we will translate as that time or that moment. يَفْهَمُ means understand and الناس means people. So how would we translate this sentence? وَحِينَئِذٍ يَفْهَمُ النَّاسُ. And at that moment, or we can translate it as, and at that time, people will understand. So Alhamdulillah, this concludes story number 3, word-to-word translation, Nasihatu Ibrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. To deepen your understanding of the Arabic language, explore our range of courses, including Balagha, Arabic rhetoric, covering the 3 core disciplines of Arabic rhetoric. The Arab course, which offers a comprehensive study of diacritical markings, and the Tarkib course, focusing on sentence structure and composition, along with many other enriching programs. To learn more, click the link in the description.